This time-worn tale satisfies the meager standards of the holiday season. A badly damaged man regains his faith in humanity and finds redemption. Can one's loathsome, mean, and lifelong habits be conquered? Nah! Ebenezer Scrooge, inveterate money grubber, pays Christmas Eve no mind, except to resent it. Another excuse for malingering, he thinks. After 14 hours of soul-numbing toil, he returns to his solitary abode. And a surprise!
What the hell? Is that you, Marley? Looks rather like you, though I miss the conjoined reek of tobacco and port wine. Bit of a tang, though.
It's a shade of me, Scrooge. I've lost some weight. Death will do that.
Well, as long as you're just a ghost, please move aside. It's cold as a stepmother's heart. Ah, Marley, you're back. Ghosts don't drink tea, I suppose. Shame, really. These leaves aren't even a month old.
This isn't a social call, Scrooge. I carry a message.
Well, take a load off. Those chains are making me tired.
I really need to run. But listen, expect visits tonight from 3 spirits. Lend them your ear. It won't cost you a penny.
Unimpressed with Marley's threat of ghostly visitations, Scrooge falls into a deep sleep.
I am the ghost of Christmas past, Ebenezer. Wake and come with me.
I trust you intend to pay me for interrupting my dream. And might I say, you're more than odd-looking. What's this? Oh, my. Oh, my. It's me. I was a solitary child, but not unhappy, was I? Those are my schoolmates. Dickie, Percy, Rigsby.
Those boys are gone, Ebenezer. Dead for years. And you never saw them after school. Come along.
Oh, I'd nearly forgotten her. She was lovely, kind, generous, and I was ambitious. I suppose she's an old maid.
She wanted a soulmate, Scrooge. It could have been you, but you wanted more, always. More. She found another.
Oh, Spirit, I would have had a legacy. Those children might have been mine.
Not so pretty and not so many, Ebenezer, but a loss, no doubt.
The second spirit is the ghost of Christmas present. With him, Scrooge witnesses the modest, pleasantly indulgent aspects of the holiday.
Everyone seems quite happy, Spirit. Perhaps they are grateful that the snow covers the sight and smell of horse manure.
Perhaps, but it is the joys of the season. Family, companionship, and generosity which gladden and enliven them.
It's as I thought. I pay Cratchit too much. Look how he wastes money on Spotted Dick.
Bob Cratchit has saved just enough of his meager income to provide a decent meal for his family. But their joy stems from being together.
Marley promised 3 spirits, so the ghost of Christmas yet to come shows up. Spirits 1 and 2 made an impression on Scrooge. Change your way of life, blah, blah, blah. But 3 seems to really scare him.
Oh, my. Tiny Tim passed on. Well, he was never hardy. Couldn't learn a trade. Still, quite young to...
Die of galloping consumption. They had no money to eat their oval. How many more will pass on for want of a piece of coal? Eh?
Those scoundrels are carrying my things, my property, my possessions. They are stealing from me, my money.
A dead man has no use for money. It's like Gaffer Exham said. Money's for the living. A corpse cannot own it, want it, spend it, or miss it. Know what I mean?
I'm dead, then?
As a doornail, that is your partner, Jacob Marley.
Well, good riddance to the shriveled old stick. Sour as his breath he was, and tight as a drum. Never stood me a pint, though he drank in my local every day for 30 years.
Amen, brother. No one attended the funeral except his old clerk, Bob Cratchit.
What about Scrooge's nephew?
Nope. His wife said she'd divorce him if he so much as sign the condolence register.
What did I do to deserve such hatred and contempt?
It's as much a question of what you didn't do.
To leave this life unloved, unmourned, and unhappy. There may be worse ends, but I can't think of one.
Think about how to avoid that end. As of now, it's yours.
Scrooge takes the spirit's advice. He thinks it over, or dreams it over, or whatever, and he tries to redeem his selfish, heretofore nearly worthless life with a small shopping spree.
Here, my boy, take this sovereign and purchase that prize turkey from the butcher's on Petticoat Lane.
Yes, your worship, and summit for myself.
Indeed, a halfpenny for you. Merry Christmas.
New Scrooge's generosity is not boundless, it seems. Nothing wrong with a little holiday cheer, as long as people remember where it comes from. Sometimes a hot toddy does as much good and is more welcome than a kind word or a pair of roller skates. Now, where's my flaming rum punch? As the cacophony of competing holiday bells escapes into the foul-smelling, frigid air, Ebenezer anticipates a quiet evening of counting his coinage. Again, the firm of Scrooge and Marley reunited. My, and they take tea and chat like a couple of pensioners? Phooey! Let's help Marley deliver a dire and persuasive warning from creatures beyond the mouldering grave. Make it stinky. Let's kill the clean. Now I'm silly. Romp and stomp.
This isn't a social call, Scrooge. I carry a message.
Do it now! As a cockroach on toast. Make it rotten. Don't delay, but stomp away! In for a rough night of revelation. Let's enjoy the ride. Our Scroogey is an introverted, conceited little bookworm with no friends and an aversion to bathwater. Phew, explains a lot. He deserves to be alone. This place should be desolate. Make it gross. Muddy it up. I'm stinky. Stomp it! Stomping good! Young Scrooge's girlfriend leaves him. Why, I wonder? A difference of opinion? Pshaw! Opposites attract. They seem well suited. They ought to have a real reason to split up. Make it foul. Romp and stomp! Stop it! Stop it! Rompin', stompin', butt-kicking good. Chompin', stomp. Chompin', stomp. His fiancée marries another man and squeezes out a litter of brats. Could a couple with that many underfed and uneducated children be happy? No way. Let's make them accept their folly. Make it nasty. Let's get this over with. Time for the next lesson, Scroogey. Let the misery roll on. The Ghost of Christmas Present intends to show Scrooge the true meaning of Christmas, but the pageant is incomplete. Where's the commercialism? Where's the slavish desire to buy bigger, better, and more every year? Make this real spirit of Christmas come alive. Make it rotten. Get it on! I'm gross. I'm foul. But stomp it! Stop it! Ah, jolly old Saint Nick, the standard bearer of Christmas cheer and goodwill. Make it disgusting. Now! Nasty. Rompin', stompin', butt-kicking good. Romp and stomp. Bah! More like the personification of wretched excess and greed. Let's show him his true colors. Make it repulsive. Stomp it! Hardly cryptic. They waste my water! A watering grave, the worst kind. Greed is, for lack of a better word, good, they say. Hey, Santa, let's split the loot! Whoa! Wait just a moment now! The third spirit gives Scrooge a glimpse of Tiny Tim on his way out of this life. Timmy doesn't look critical just yet, does he? Ah, like us all, he was born to die. Let's hurry him along. Make it rotten. Too tidy. You dithering blockhead! You blithering it! Woohoo! Quicker than a burp after beer! Foul! But stomp it! Oh yeah, a classic daylight snatch and grab at Scrooge's house. But hold on, where are the requisite tools of the trade? These bungling street rats need a refresher in Burglary 101. Let's help them liberate Scrooge's goodies. Make it disgusting. Now, I'm nasty. Chomp and stomp! Rompin', stompin', butt kicking good! Chomp and stomp! What a service! Let us mourn the, thrifty gentleman, Ebenezer Scrooge. Friend to, a few, benevolent to, fewer. Not completely dislike, no, that's not right. Let's show him what they really thought of him. Make it repulsive. Chomp and stomp! Scrooge wakes up with an overpowering desire to buy presents for everyone. He's a changed man. The turkey spend merely hints at his newfound commitment to consumerism. He needs to indulge in a veritable shopping spree. Make it nasty. Grim does dirt. Rotten. Butt stomp it! Oh, was that a street riot or precursor to a run on the bank? Whatever, it's a righteous instance of the law of unintended consequences. An act of generosity turned nasty by selfishness. So predictable. I love it. Make it disgusting. But stop it! Despite the potential for personal injury and aggravation, there are people who will join a queue without knowing why their fellow time servers are standing in line. Ignorance meets unfounded hope and greed. Perfect. Make it repulsive. Don't delay, but stomp away!
Let's make it huge!
this turkey isn't nearly big enough to satisfy Scrooge's newfound generosity, but a holiday meal must include a beautiful bird.
Make it putrid.
Stop it!
Hardly cryptic.
Who knew Tiny Tim could do that? Hiding his light under a barrel, crutch and all. Gets him out of the housework, I suppose. Nothing better than a titanic intraspecies death match. The loser provides a decent meal. Turns out Tim's a hero. Christmas was the occasion, and Scrooge the means of initiating his success. Now it's time to get even with another bogus holiday icon and ambulatory bowl of jelly, Santa. I'll teach him to cross me with some good old-fashioned Yuletide payback. Giving really is the best part of Christmas after all.
Make it disgusting.
Let's grim it. Don't be good. Don't delay, but jump away. One down, two to go.
Make it rehearsing.
You suck! Rump and stump! Reminds me of my so-called childhood.
Dysfunctional.
One more round!
Make it putrid.
Romping, stomping, butt kicking good. Romping, stomping, butt kicking good. And now for the grand finale. Ha ha! There's that jovial tub of congealing lard.
Make it rancid.
primitive as a saint in a brothel. About as useful. Now that's a sleigh ride. Know what happens when a reindeer tastes human blood? Me either. Let's find out. Finally, the Christmas presents we all deserve. Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho, ho, ho! Our Dickensian frolic is now properly tuned. Modern practice has hijacked the true holiday spirit from the Christmas Carol. We'll sing quite a different song. The grumpy cheapskate, motivated by discomforting visions, is a relic. Our Scrooge needs more than advice to make his conversion.
Repent from your worthless hollow life, Scrooge, or be condemned to die and haunt the earth, a despised and tortured ghost.
How's that worse than what I'm doing now? Humbug.
You jaded, friendless miser, were you a better man than me?
Hardly, but sharper, Jacob. Certainly sharper.
Do you imagine your eternal punishment will be better than mine? Your burden less heavy, your suffering less painful. You've earned a gruesome end, Ebenezer. Your hard fate is recorded.
If you're any use at all, show me how to erase it. A miserable, solitary childhood, arid and unpleasant spirit. So, how is this helpful? How was I to blame?
True, you played the hand as dealt, but this is early context for choices that you made.
Why this spirit? Why must I relive a tragedy? Money had to be made. The child's death was not my doing. We were all starving. There wasn't enough for food.
Oh, and nothing for the child's proper burial?
The child was dead. He didn't mind. There were other demands on my resource. Money was required. My wife left me, too. Oh, spirit, I avoided her miserable fate.
Yes, Scrooge, you avoided family and friends, and you have money, but nothing else. A noble legacy.
Ah, commerce conquers all. Grasping, acquisitive, mindless consumption. This is what Christmas has become, and the wreck it has wrought. Despite the hypocrisy of former days, there was potential when a juicy orange was the best possible present.
Who is that overfed personage in the peculiar red suit?
The new personification of Christmas. He is like a god. Pray unto him. He may or may not deliver. But all persons are expected to supplement his largesse with gifts of their own.
Well, Tiny Tim's singing with the choir celestial. But where are his clothes? Is decency completely dead?
Cratchit sold them to pay his Christmas debt. There'll be a little extra now that he doesn't have to feed and clothe him. The missus will rent out Tim's corner by the fire, too. All's well that ends well. To them. The word is out. Your stuff is up for grabs. You've expired. And no one, if you'll forgive the expression, gives a damn.
Oh, Spirit, I was going to make a charitable donation.
Too little, too late.
Bull feathers. It was my voodoo doll did him in. Stuck pins in the old bugger weekly, I did. Finally keeled over. Ah!
No way. I burnt him in effigy daily. Most effective.
Well, whatever. It's a miraculous day for all concerned. Scrooge is dead, and we're better off. Unloved, unliked, uncared for in life, he goes out the same way, unmourned. Ah! Good riddance, says I. Scrooge's attempt to make amends takes a nasty turn when the shortage of conventional poultry turns decidedly weird.
Tim's growth spurt was suddenly unexpected. Steroids, perhaps?
You're about to meet your maker, whoever that was.
Is too much of a good thing worse than too much of a bad thing? A true conundrum. Christmas should never be about material things. That's a vile abomination. A hideous perversion. You'd think I'd like it. If there is anything to celebrate here, it's the blow against false values of the season. As for the real values, they'll have to look out for themselves. May all our stories end so well. Until next time, ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good nightmare.